welcome. You are in the Moose, the Medicine Show Radio Moose Mobile. We are in Ullapool.
I've got another broadcast happening.
Blustery Ullapool. Well,
sorry guys.
Stormy up here. We're in the west coast, the northwest of Scotland, and at our Mark Mulholland gig. Everything's here, apart from Mark. But I'm reliably informed he's on his way, so I thought rather
we could hear you.
Up the broadcast and lose this slot on Restream. I'm going to play a bit from the album as a preview to Mark. Mark and I go back a long way actually. I was counting the years. It was 2008, and we met here, not at this pub.
Sorry about this, guys, and.
At the Arch, where I was doing a radio show here in Ullapool for Lochburn FM, and we were doing regular gigs at the Arch Inn here in Ullapool. Incidentally, there's a gig at the Arch Inn tonight, so I'm going to maybe have a look in that a bit later on. Davy Cowan's playing
this has never happened
in the Arch
before.
Inn. Mark Mulholland, however, is here at the Argyle Hotel, and I think about 9.
I can stop that. Well, I've stopped it. Let's see if I can lose it now.
There we go.
It's very off-putting having two of me. But
lovely.
So as long as you can live with it, we have got Tremoloco with us live from LA. Even if we've got me twice.
Twice is nice, Rob.
It's never happened before, and it just perturbs me when things happen that shouldn't happen. But I should be used to it by now. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure as ever. It'll give us a chance to catch up with a whole load of things. I wish I could get rid of him. Let's see. I'm just going to have another go at getting rid of him.
Okay.
He's gone.
Yes.
Right, for those that don't know who Tremoloco are, and let's hope that's less and less people by the day. Tremoloco are Tex-Mex aficionados working out of LA, blazing a trail across America. Well, North America, it would seem these days, playing a lot around Texas. But you also had a nice sojourn into Canada. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
I also want to catch up with what that Nashville trip just looked amazing. So
it was so much fun.
Yeah. So we'll get a report on the Americanas and what you did for the Americanas. I always like to introduce everything with a little bit of music. So this is the current single. I'm nervous now. Is that the current single?
There it is.
Is that no, that's not the current single, is it? That's
no, but
that's The Man That Never Cries, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let's play that, and I'll come back to you, and we'll have a chat about your wanderings. Again, thanks for joining us, guys. Before I do, there is a chat frame. If you make a comment on the window, this is for the audience, if you make a comment on the window that you are viewing on, it should come through to the studio, so we can actually flash up any comments and any information like so. So it'd be nice to get, even if it's where you're viewing from tonight. That's always interesting anyway. But Any comments? Any questions? Actually, the whole broadcast will be thrown open at some point, so you could join us in the studio if you want to come in, if you've got anything to impart, or indeed just want to have a chat, see what the crack is for you tonight as well. Looks lovely in LA, I have to say, guys.
It's nice and sunny, warm.
Yeah,
it is lovely.
Yeah, I remember the sun. No, we had a nice day yesterday, but it hasn't been today. Here we go.
As I sat down, a teardrop fell softly on the bar top. Hey stranger, well I always thought that you never cry.
I wiped it away with my whiskey glass. Is there something you wanna ask? Shook my head so the blur would pass. Looked you straight in your good eye. You've known me at my best, seen me at my worst, and I'll tell you something, darling, you can take it for what it's worth.
That's hard to swallow, like the moonshine in your eyes, coming from a man who never cries.
You forgot when you were the one, and it was you that was on the run. A burned out house and a loaded gun, and how you nearly lost that eye.
I recall feeling once something akin or even close to trust, but you were always fresh out of luck, in a drunkard's pace.
You may as well have been from the plain, 'cause being cold runs through your veins.
Just look who's doing the talking. I'm not the one who brings the rain.
We tried to make it down to Texas, but the truck just up and died, like the dreams of a man who never cries. Just one time, well I truly wish you could stop giving me so much shit. If you're leaving, then go on and get, let me here to slowly die.
I didn't say I was gonna leave, so I'll have another if you please. I'll stick around and bring you to your knees, just for old time's sake.
I'm an honest sort of man, at least I try, En una casita en la calle Florencia, en el pueblo de El Paso.
So we got
well,
Rob
there you go.
And Tony from Tremoloco with us, guys. That's gorgeous, gorgeous filming as well. The production levels are fabulous as well.
Nice.
Quality of the music and that young chanteuse out front. That's a Texas edition, isn't it?
Isn't she something? That is the what do we call her, Rob?
Texas Roadhouse Queen.
That's a Texas Roadhouse Queen from Houston, Texas, Hannah Underwood, and she is part of our Texas contingent. We have a couple bands.
Did she get to go to Nashville?
She did not. She was so heartbroken. But we literally have 3 bands now. We have a LA band and a Canadian band and a Houston band. We are, by the way, based out of Houston as well. We're headed back to Houston in a few days, and we'll spend a good amount of the rest of the year there. So.
So I'm going to cross fingers now.
Okay.
And let's try and add a European band to that as well.
That would be really great.
We were talking about it earlier. It's
not
as if it comes as a surprise for you and me, but certainly it's overdue. Come to Europe.
Yeah, we're ready. We can travel with the 2 of us. We're quite handy at doing the duo, and if we can manage to bring our amazing LA guitarist, Jeff Ross is his name, then all we need to do is really add a drummer, and we're ready to go for festivals, house concerts, all that bit, because Rob and I both play bass and switch off, and I play electric and bass and acoustic, and he plays accordion and bass, and so we're pretty well contained as a unit. And the third would just be icing on the cake, because he's an amazing guitarist that started his career with Rose Maddox back in LA, and had been a member of several great bands, including the Desert Rose Band and the Kinman Brothers band, and just some the Helicasters, just some really fine musicians that he's worked with. Bellamy Brothers, he was in there for a while. Nice. So maybe we can bring Jeff.
That's the let's put the word out, and let's start thinking about when we're going to do it.
Yeah, let's do.
So, yeah, it looks like the spring would be a good option.
The spring would be great.
The winter.
Yeah, we're taking off December to sort of I don't know, recharge and get through the holidays. And here in the States, there's not much work anymore during the holidays. It used to be a lot. There'd be Christmas parties.
I would have thought for a dance band there might be more. But...
Yeah, well, it used to be that way. I had done New Year's Eve, for instance. I don't know. I never missed one for 20 years or so, or more.
Yeah.
And they're just not as readily available. And so we're going to shut it down for December and go be with our family. We're kind of sick of each other. We've been touring together. We're still okay, but we've been touring together since for at least the last 6-7 months. And
So Rob, tell us what's the difference between Canada and LA as far as Tex-Mex music is concerned? You had a good tour up there, right?
Yeah, it was a great tour that we had up there. Well, we found a lot more Mexican music in LA than in Canada.
Yeah.
But the crowd...
There's a big old country in the way between Mexico and...
Yeah, but I think the crowds really enjoy it, because it's just, especially the type of music that we perform,
It's different again.
Yeah, it is different. They don't get to hear that much up there. So we get a good response from the crowd up there. It's really nice.
And when the real thing comes through, people make an effort to come out and see what it's all about, I suppose.
Yeah, and we've been going there for years, so we've been cultivating that region of the world, and they're very appreciative. And in fact, of all things, we found a rhythm section up there, a drummer and a percussionist that actually are really good. Our boys, Kevin Belsman and Mike Woodford, and they're now part of our band as well. They went to Nashville with us, actually, the Canadians in Nashville. It was hilarious. But.
Is that Calgary? Are they?
Calgary, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if it strikes you that way as well, but if there's an equivalent to Nashville in Canada, would you say it was Calgary?
I would say it's Houston and Calgary.
No, in Canada.
In Canada, equivalent to Nashville, it'd have to be.
No, Houston, because of the rodeo.
Yeah, it's just horse town, and it's an oil town. So for us, Texas is Alberta, and Calgary is a bit like Houston. But in terms of the music industry, I don't know if I would say Calgary is as important as Nashville is for American music. Calgary is rather smaller market. I think there's other markets that are just as viable, maybe on the east as well. But it's such a big country. It's larger than our country. We've barely sort of dented it. We're going to do more in British Columbia next year. We have hopefully some festivals coming, and that's the rest of Western Canada. But Canada, as you know, is enormous, and there's just so many large provinces, But
for stepping out and doing it.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened in Nashville.
What happened in Nashville was we went there twice, and it was Rob's first time in Nashville. You like Nashville?
Oh yeah, Nashville's nice.
and we played the Americana Fest, an event sponsored by our radio person by the name of Bill Wentz Promotions, who did a great job getting us on American radio.
That's a good foot in the door, right?
Yeah, and Bill. Canadian, and we played a little place called Bobby Idol Hour.
Yeah.
Bobby's Idol Hour on
Music Row. Yeah, it was at the top
venue in Music Row.
Yeah, and it was
we've done gigs.
It's a fun place, and lo and behold, they didn't know what to make of us. We hired the first trip we hired a national drummer, and it was like he played with us all along, and it was really fun, and went over like gangbusters, and good crowds. And in fact, we got a funny compliment from the drummer. He said, "I thought that was a bit you guys were doing. You made the crowd laugh and engage the crowd so well, and it just seems like that was a bit you were doing." He goes, "But now I know you. That was just who you are." So we really are that goofy, and our stage report is not an act. We just, I don't know, it's just who we are, and the crowd sort of ate it up. Not a huge place, but a really fun response and a great time. And then we went back to Nashville to do WMOT, their major radio program. We did a show there, and we played another live show, which I have some videos, which I'm starting to post. Actually, I posted a little compilation of our live shows in Nashville. And then, of course, we finally made it to Lexington, Kentucky to do Woodsong. So that southern trip was a great success. It was really fun. We won a lot of fans, and we may even go deeper into the South, because during the holiday here, I'm going to head to Atlanta, or actually Athens, Georgia, and maybe we'll end up down that way as well, Athens, Georgia, and the Carolinas and all that. So we're trying little by little.
Yeah. Well, the music's infectious in itself. It's just actually getting it in the right places.
Yep.
And Bobby's isn't a bad place. And if you're on the good radio shows, and and people are talking about you. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and you know it's
traditional way to do it.
It's funny because the music scene in Los Angeles has changed so much. We weren't really playing in LA much because there was just more money for us elsewhere. And I don't know. I grew up in LA, but and that's actually changed a little bit for us with this new record. We have 3 places that we play, and actually one of them is offered to host us for it's in Laguna Beach, lovely Laguna Beach, which we're not too far from. The Laguna Beach Cultural Arts Center is actually, we may do our live record there, which is what's coming next, is a live Tremoloco record, and then Curandera Volume 2. But the live record will be easier, so we'll have new content to bring to Europe to you guys, and a couple other smaller clubs, and they've all been really great for us and nice to us. The Claremont Folk Center and the Cinema Bar, and these are wonderful little places that I don't know why, but we weren't before, and now since this album we are playing, and we're actually getting popular there. So it's nice to have a little bit of attention at home as well. So
excellent, excellent. Well, I've got one eye on the time here, and the other eye on the power meter. So, and you've got your instruments there. So I'm wondering if I could thank you both, Rob and Tony, for joining me this evening.
Thanks for having us.
And maybe you'd give us a blast of those fabulous instruments you've got.
Yeah, should we do just a little short one for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do.
Well, you got the palm trees and the sun and everything. So let's do some sunshine music.
Just do the La Mujer. I'm gonna do one of Rob's songs because, because he deserves it. He works hard for us and with very little complaint. Well, the complaints come from me.
Very little complaint.
Why are you laughing?
Very little complaint.
Hardly any complaint. Like I said, the complaints come from me. I'm a bit of a stickler, and so I think I just want to let Rob. This is a song that Rob wrote. It almost made it on the last album, but not quite. It'll probably be on the live record, and it's called. You go ahead and introduce
Mujer
it.
de la Noche.
What does that mean?
It's called Woman of the Night.
That sounds seedy.
No, it's just about a dream. It's nice.
That's about a dream.
It's about a dream.
He seems guilty for some reason. So here's his song, "Woman of the Night." Roberto.
All right, here we go.
D, right? G.
G minor. D.
G minor. Got it.
Yeah. Before. Anoche yo las paso vagando por el mundo. Si quieren que les diga, soy un alma sin rumbo. Las penas que yo traigo no dejan respirar. Poquito a poquito me van a matar. La muerte está a mi lado, no me quiere dejar, me sigue con su sonrisa, no le puedo ganar. Busco a mi nena, la que se va y me deja, anda por la noche regalando sus amores.
I don't know if we lost you. Are you there?
Uh-oh.
He's gone. What the heck?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, there you
go. We just lost the video. We don't see you anymore. We don't see your lovely face. Was that okay? Hmm. Let's see.
Trying to get back, guys. I lost the internet, and you went upside down. So it's
We
been a
did?
show that yeah, it's been a show of some interesting
That's par
twists
for the
and
course
turns.
for us.
Yeah,
Upside down,
yeah.
just fine.
Yeah, why should we think it any different anyway? Thanks for that, guys. It sounded great. The atmosphere of the background and everything's perfect as well. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for filling your your Monday morning with the medicine show, and I know for a fact that you're actually trying to get a little Christmas video together for us as well.
And we are happy to be here on the Medicine Show. It's and thank you, Rob, for everything. We're looking forward to working with you in person.
Yeah,
we may have to park right next to you and just sleep right next to you there.
Yeah, we're going to do all that.
But thank you so much. And yes, we are working on I think maybe we'll have at least a couple of songs, but I was trying to rush it, and I decided not to rush it. But we'll have it for you in a day or so. And I think it's going to be fun.
I haven't even started working out how many shopping days there is to Christmas, so that we've got plenty of time. Don't even worry about it.
Great.
But as an announcement for everybody else, and thanks for tuning in this evening, guys. Tremoloco, their Facebook page is on screen now, so do get in touch with Rob and Tony at any time. Check out their music. There is a Bandcamp page that covers everything, and every time you buy an album from Bandcamp, a little bit of Spotify dies. It's a true story, just a little bit.
That's so great. That's true. And we'll be back in action in January in Texas. We're headed back to Texas, and Rob has been away from home for so long. He's looking forward to it, and so am I. I love Texas, and so
am I.
Yeah, you like to come?
I'm
come to
second
Houston.
Homesick next
year.
Oh
man, Houston's so fun, and we've got some good shows coming. We're actually bringing the as opposed to the pickup bands that we do use in Texas, and God bless them, they're great. But we're bringing our full loaded LA band and the Canadian rhythm section. So we want to go there and kind of stomp. So it'll be fun.
Okay, I'm going to play it with the video Mezcal vid.
Okay.
The Mezcal video.
Okay.
And I'm going to wish you all the very best, guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you before. We'll be talking before Christmas. We'll maybe have a little bit of a Christmas special and see.
Okay.
With that video, and thank you very much for doing that for us as well. Thanks to everybody for tuning in this evening. Hope it was worth plowing through the glitches. Again, but
they can watch us play on our heads.
You are playing on your heads as well. Okay, that's been the Medicine Show, guys. We
thanks, Rob.
Are on the Gas It Up Medicine Show. Again, where you're watching just now, there is a link if you want to join me in the studio. You can hit that link, and I'll be here until we play out with Tremoloco's video. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Looking for a sign.
Yeah, another interesting turn of events. The video won't play. I'm going to try it again. Again, thanks for joining us, guys. If you have enjoyed the show, please do share and invite any friends along. Keep your eye out for the Medicine Show. If you go to medicinemusic.me, which is coming along the bottom of your screen, these videos are actually archived there as well, and if you go to the page that you're on just now and follow that page, you will get the occasional notification that we're going live, and hopefully it'll be something of interest, and hopefully one of these days we'll have a show that actually plays everything. No, that video won't go. Unfortunately, I'm going to cut out, guys. Then, in that case, we'll see if I'm going to see if the theme music will play.
So we are a bit early. I like to get a bit of a preview in before the gigs.
I think I know what happened with the theme music. At least I'm getting to grips with that. Let me just have a look while I'm here. Hold my indulgence. Hold your indulgence just for a minute, and I will have a look, see video storage. I played the wrong video, didn't I? There it's there. Theme music.